Hello, Adam. My name is Sean Everett. I'm the website analysis expert over at Zucore Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Shanique. She sent your website over to me for analysis, and I think you'll like to hear what I have to say. Now, the first thing is, obviously, you have spent some money on this website, which is great. It's a beautiful website. And once somebody gets here, they will start clicking. But I've noticed something in the analysis of your website, that the only way that you have any traffic at all is by paying Google to have ads. Now, that's not a bad thing at all. In fact, it's put you in the #1 spot in the Google search results. There you are. And you're also up here too, which is not bad. But there's another thing you can do also, which will make your site show up better than others anyway. Now, the first thing I do when I look at a site, aside from looking at the site itself, is I go to this paid tool that I have called Ahrefs. And that is telling me a lot about your site. It's telling me the metrics of it. It's telling me what's in it. And it's telling me what isn't in it. And then I go back and I do this Google search, which is where I found you guys. Now, I have to tell you a little bit about how Google works. And I'm going to use the word algorithm, so please don't zone out. It's not as dull. I hope I won't make it dull for you. But the algorithm that Google has wants essentially 3 things. And the algorithm is responsible for the placement of every listing that is on a Google result. And the algorithm has been programmed, if you will, to look for 3 particular things. Now, I'm going to tell you what those things are, and I can tell you that it is not workmanship, it is not work ethic, and it's not materials, which is sad because what it comes down to is what your website is and not how it looks. It's just what is inside of it word-wise. Now, the first thing you encounter in a Google search is this, the sponsored folks, and there you are right here, #4 in that line. And remember, the Google algorithm is responsible for the placement of these 4 ads also. So the next thing you're going to find here is what we call the map pack. Now, we call them that because they're attached to this map, but they did something that the other folks down here didn't do or didn't do well, and that is they filled out a Google Business Profile. Now, the Google Business Profile is like, any other profile like Facebook or whatever, and it asks you a bunch of questions about your business, like what year you started. It'll ask you what your regular hours are when you open and close, and it'll ask you if you own the website. Now, those are good things to do well because it will get you up here in the map pack, and you want to be up near the top, as you know, as you have paid to be. So now underneath the map pack, aside from these additional questions, are what we call the organic search results. And here you are at the very top again, and that is because of your paid ad. Now, I'm going to show you Overhead Solutions website, and I'm going to compare you for the purpose of this analysis to them. And these are folks who have not paid anything to Google, presumably, because I don't see them anywhere else. Overhead, let me see here just to make sure. Yeah, I don't see Overhead. So, yeah, they're the #2 here. So they're as likely to get, clicks as you are, I suppose. So let's see how that plays out. Now, select all, copy, and paste. What I'm doing right now is I am showing you that Google likes content. The first thing that Google really wants from a web page is content. I'm going to do the same for Overhead. Copy. Oh, come on. Select all. No. Here we go. Computers work every time except when you want them to. Select all, copy, and I'm going to paste them into this other word counter. Now, they have 516 words, and now the algorithms are mathematical constructs, and so 516 beats 442. And that is one of the reasons that they are ranked so high underneath you. And but I'll tell you, Google actually wants 1,500 words, and the reasoning for that is they want whatever their search customers are typing in to go to a site that is informative. And according to Google, and I'm sure they have done research on this, a site that has 1,500 words is more likely to be informative to their customers. And so that's how they came up with this number. They want 1,500 words on your homepage. So, and all words are not the same. I'm going to show you what I mean. Now, here is this paid tool again. You have 31 keywords. Now, keywords can be words from Google searches that bring you and your other people in your industry up. It could be words that are actually used in your industry, and it could be words in your community, like the areas you serve, different cities or different neighborhoods. Now, you have 31 keywords. I'm going to show you what Overhead has. They have 2,500. Now, in that foot race, yep, 2,500 wins. And here are their keywords. Obviously, Overhead Solutions, because that's the name of their their company. But flat roofing companies near me, gutter helmet, roofing contractor Green Bay, roof estimates near me, roofers Appleton, Wisconsin. You see, they're starting to look at the communities around them that they serve, because they talk about those communities on their website, which means that they have if somebody in Appleton types, "Oh, we want a roofer," they're going to show up because they have Appleton in their search results. Now, Manitowoc, there's more Appleton. I was hoping there would be something here about the some of your tools that you use or some of the questions that they have, but I don't see that right now. But you get an idea of what it is. And the reason that there's so many variations on a theme is because the algorithm does not know the difference between singular and plural. So contractor is not the same as contractors. Companies is not the same as company. The algorithm does not know our language. It just knows what it's looking for. So there's a lot of variations like that that should be satisfied in your website so that the algorithm can read those. Now, the next thing I'm going to tell you about are your backlinks. You have 8 backlinks. A backlink is where you are listed on somebody else's site, and there is a link there back to your site. Backlink. Now, you have 8. Overhead has 503. Now, I'm going to show you their backlinks also. Expertise.com, Yellow Pages, Yahoo, I don't know what CB Insights, but Super Pages, This Old House, so on and so on. Now, you want any of the domain ratings of these sites that are referring back to you to be in the 70s, 80s, or 90s. That's optimal. Even more optimal is 80s and 90s. But the domain rating here is it's called the strength of a site's rating based upon its backlink profile, meaning that a lot of people have a link on their site to expertise.com so that people can go there and get the information they need. So the more people that refer to a site, the more the higher it's rated. Now, that is true of how Google thinks about things too, because if you have more backlinks, then Google is going to think, oh, more people are already interested in this site, so I'm going to give give our customers sites that people are already interested in. It's sort of like, you know, oh, everybody's talking about that guy, he must be famous. You know, that's what talking about it is on the internet. A link back to that site makes them much more desirable in the eyes of Google. So now we have 3 things that I've suggested that you do in order to better your placement on a Google search. Now, one of the things is to continue to pay, and you can do that, obviously. I'm not going to suggest not doing that. But what I am going to suggest is that if somebody else with a higher rating comes along, you'll get knocked out of the 4 here at the top, and you'll go down here to the top of page 2, more or less. There we go, sponsored. You could come way down here, and that's not really what you want. So let me show you where the rubber hits the road, actually. Now, you have 31 keywords, 8 backlinks, and your traffic last month was 119. So you have roughly 3+ clicks a day on your website. The value of 1,700. That's what they figure that value is. And I don't know what you're paying Google, so subtract that. Here's what Overhead had. They have 2,500 keywords, 503 backlinks, and they had 677 clicks for a total of about $6,500. That's a pretty large disparity, and they're not paying Google anything. And that's because of how they have their site structured. Backlinks, keywords, and they have done the Google Business Profile. So what I'm suggesting to you is that it would be in your best interest, even though you are currently #1 and you're paying every month Google for you to get that spot, it would still behoove you to get your site in order so that the algorithm can find you more reliably and put you in results more thoroughly, more clearly. And it might save you a little money in the end. I mean, I wouldn't get rid of the Google ad yet because it's going to take a couple months for those changes to actually go into effect. But yeah, you can do a little work to your site and make it just jet fueled at this point. So thank you so much for watching. I hope I've given you some ideas about your website, and you have a great rest of your day. Oh, by the way, if you would rather spend your time roofing than dealing with what I've just told you about, please give Shanique a call. She would be happy to guide you through the next steps. Have a great rest of your day.